Welcome back to another episode of I Like Where This Is Going. I'm your host, Dominique. Today, we will continue with our class discussion with Hope Space Presents the 5 Hidden Struggles of Being a Mother. Last session, we broke down functional freeze and were able to hear some wonderful triumphs of women also coming to the realization that they were in that state, but unaware. This class has been proven to be eye-opening for a lot of people here at Hope Space Community. And this is what it's all about, sharing experiences and having those difficult discussions about mental health and mental well-being, trying to shed light on these topics. Today, we will go over session 2, Mom Guilt. Our approach is designed to have a safe space for those who are in need of a supporting community. Judgment-free, we are not here to judge anyone. This is a safe space, and negativity of any kind will not be tolerated. We will never charge for any classes, and you will leave here in a better mood than what you came. Mom Guilt, the weight of expectations. Recognizing the impact of mom guilt. Let's take a moment to talk about something many moms experience but don't always feel comfortable discussing. Mom guilt. It's that nagging feeling that we're not doing enough, not doing it right, or somehow falling short as parents. Mom guilt is a common experience that can affect even the most devoted and loving mothers. It's the nagging sense that you're not doing enough, that you're not good enough, or that somehow failing your child. Mom guilt can manifest in many different ways, such as feeling guilty for working outside of the home, not spending enough time with your child, or making mistakes as a parent. This guilt can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. Let's break these down. It's important to understand the source. Before we can manage mom guilt, we need to understand where it comes from. Mom guilt doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's shaped by a mix of internal beliefs and external pressures. Let's explore some of the most common sources. Number 1, social expectations. Society often paints a picture of the perfect mom. Always patient, always present, always put together. These unrealistic standards can make us feel like we're constantly falling short. Remind yourself that perfection is not the goal. Being a loving, present, and human parent is more than enough. Number 2, comparison culture. Comparing yourself to others. Social media can be a double-edged sword. While it connects us, it also exposes us to curated images of motherhood that does not reflect the full picture. We see the highlight reels, not the hard moments. Limit your exposure to content that makes you feel inadequate. Follow accounts that uplift and reveal real, messy, beautiful parenting. Personal expectations can come in many forms. Internal pressure. Many moms hold themselves high on the standards. We want to give our kids the best, and when we can't, we feel like we failed. This internal pressure can be relentless. Practice self-compassion. Ask yourself, would I expect this of someone else? If not, why expect it of myself? Cultural and family influences. Our upbringing and cultural background can shape how we view motherhood. Maybe you were raised to believe that a good mom sacrifices everything, even her own well-being. It's okay to rewrite the script. You can honor your values while also creating a healthier, more balanced version of motherhood for yourself. Work-life balance struggles. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, working full-time, or somewhere in between, there's often guilt about not doing enough, either at home or at work, or sometimes both. Balance doesn't mean doing everything equally. It means doing what's right for you and your family in this season of your life. Understanding the sources of mom guilt helps us take back our power. When we know where these feelings come from, we can begin to challenge them and replace guilt with grace. Recognizing the impact. Mom guilt often stems from anxiety. Anxiety often shows up as that inner voice questioning every decision. Did I spend enough time with my child today? Should I have handled that tantrum differently? it's exhausting. Worrying about whether you're making the right choices for your child, fear of judgment from others, family, social media, and society. Practice mindfulness or journaling to help quiet that inner critic. Remind yourself that parenting doesn't come with a manual and you're learning every day. Stress. One of the biggest contributors to mom guilt is stress. We're constantly juggling work, home, kids, relationships, and it can feel like there's never enough time or energy to go around. This pressure builds up and makes us feel like we're failing, even when we're doing our best. Feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities, work, home, family, friendships, and even relationships. Pressure to do it all perfectly. Try to identify your stress triggers and find small ways to manage them, whether it's asking for help, taking short breaks, or simply giving yourself permission to rest. Self-doubt creeps in when we compare ourselves to others. Especially in the age of social media, we see curated snapshots of other moms' lives and wonder why we can't seem to keep it all together. Questioning your parenting decisions, comparing yourself to other moms. Try limiting your time on social media if it's making you feel inadequate. Focus on your own journey. Your child doesn't need a perfect mom, just a present one. Parenting can put a strain on relationships with partners, friends, even ourselves. We might feel like we're not connecting with others the way we used to, or that we're constantly giving but not receiving support. Tension with partners, family, or friends due to parenting pressures, feeling isolated, or oftentimes misunderstood. Open communication is key. Let your loved ones know how you're feeling. And don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. Recognizing the impact of mom guilt is the first step toward healing. When we name it, we can start to manage it. And remember, you are not alone. Every mom has moments of doubt, but those moments don't define your worth or your love. The 5 steps to overcoming mom guilt. Develop a strategy to manage that mom guilt. And this can start with these few steps. Setting realistic expectations. Perfection isn't the goal, presence is. Prioritize what truly matters each day. Connect with other moms. Join support groups or online communities like Hope Space. Sharing experiences help normalize feelings and reduce isolation. Communicate openly. Talk with your partner or support system about your feelings. Ask for help. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Limit your social media comparison. Remember, social media shows highlights, not the reality. Take breaks if it's affecting your mental health. Celebrate the small wins. Acknowledging the little victories, they matter. Keep a journal of positive moments or affirmations so that way you can go back to reflect on. Number 2, including self-compassion. Remind yourself, I'm doing my best. I want you to repeat that to yourself whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel like it's getting too heavy for you. Just remind yourself, write it down on a sticky, just have it somewhere where you can visibly see it, and then I want you to say it both internal and external. I'm doing my best. Avoid harsh self-criticism. Speak to yourself like you would to a friend. What would you say to your best friend if they were feeling this way? What words of encouragement would you give them? Number 3, reframing negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are something we all experience, especially when we're under stress or feeling overwhelmed. But the way we respond to those thoughts can make a big difference in our emotional well-being. Reframing is a powerful tool that helps us to shift our perspective and challenge those automatic, unhelpful beliefs. Recognize the thought. Start by noticing when a negative thought pops up. It might sound like, I'm a bad mom, or I'll never get this right. These thoughts often come from a place of fear or self-doubt. Pause and ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or feelings? Awareness is the first step towards change. Challenge the thought. Next, gently question the thought. What evidence do you have to support it? What evidence contradicts it? Often, we find that our negative thoughts are exaggerated or not entirely true. Try asking, would I say this to a friend in the same situation? If not, why say it to yourself? Reframe the thought. Now, replace the negative thought with a more balanced or a compassionate one. For example, instead of saying, I'm failing, try saying, I'm doing my best and that's enough. This isn't about ignoring the problems. It's about seeing them through a kinder lens. Use affirmation or positive self-talk. Even small shifts in language can have a big impact. Practice this regularly. Reframing takes practice. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You may have to rehearse in the mirror by looking at yourself, giving yourself eye contact, and even sometimes a video diary. Practice doing these things regularly. Consider keeping a journal. Write down your negative thoughts and ways you reframed your thinking. Over time, you'll start to see patterns and progress. Number 4, prioritizing self-care. Let's talk about something that often gets pushed to the bottom of the list, self-care. As caregivers, we tend to focus so much on others that we forget to care for ourselves. But self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. When we take care of ourselves, we show up better for the ones we love. Let me say that again. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Redefine self-care. Self-care isn't just bubble baths and spa days, although those are pretty great. It's also about setting boundaries, getting enough sleep, nourishing your body, and protecting your mental health. Ask yourself, what do I need today to feel supported? The answer might be rest, movement, connection, quiet time, or even a good, healthy meal. Identify barriers. Many of us feel guilty for taking time for ourselves. We think we should be doing more or that others will judge us, but neglecting your own needs leads to burnout. And that helps no one. Challenge the belief that self-care is a luxury. It's a necessity. You deserve care just as much as anyone else, just as much as your babies. Start small and be consistent. You don't need hours of free time to practice self-care. Even 5 to 10 minutes of intentional time can make a difference. The key is consistency. Try building small rituals into your day, a morning stretch, a quiet cup of coffee, a walk, or journaling before bed. Prioritizing self-care isn't about escaping your responsibilities. It's about sustaining yourself so you can thrive. You are worthy of care, rest, and joy. When you care for yourself, you model that same compassion for your children and those around you. Number 5, seek support. Therapy or counseling can help unpack deeper feelings. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Ask for support. Self-care also means knowing when to ask for help, whether it's delegating tasks, leaning on a friend, or seeking professional support. You don't need to do it alone. Create a support system that encourages your well-being. Surround yourself with people who respect your need for rest and renewal. So this time I'm going to open up for floor discussions. If anyone wants to come off mute, write in the chat. Even if you're watching this replay, you can leave anything in the chat. You can private message, and you can also reach us at the website www.hopespaceworldwide, Hope Space Community Group on Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok.